Hello and welcome back to another exciting episode of a Hooky Hour, where we're about to decide whether or not there was something contradictory about Mr. Acro's testimony, and we're gonna go with yes. There might have been something wrong with that. It's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Also, it's been several hours since I last played, so you know, I may not remember all the details because I did, eventually, if you remember last episode, I did, that person that was, coming to visit me did in fact come visit me, so, anyways, there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right, you know, let's see some evidence. You have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Oh, God, I'm actually gonna have to, Oh. Okay. So I did in fact look at the look at the walkthrough I had just to remind myself where we are. So we are apparently pressing about the silk hat. This? What in the world is this? Ow! You don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict. You are bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. Okay, so I guess we didn't do it. I guess I didn't do it right. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. I remember we did that. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. And a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. I think this is the one we haven't pressed yet, anyways. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Come on, Phoenix. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the court, to the truth, and only the truth. And just as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. I just strengthened his testimony. Shit. I wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts. There's probably nothing wrong with that. Also, because I might have spoiled myself on which, which statement I am supposed to press after looking back on it. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction. I should tread lightly. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Now this one sounds a little sussy. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window. The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there's only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. And I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony. Perhaps in the fact that, yeah, I'm just checking to make sure. Yeah, okay, I am. There's a contradiction! There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence? Alright, let's try the silk hat again. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. Oh, that's right. The hat was left at the scene of the crime, huh? That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window is a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica, which means Acro. That you've been fibbing on the stand. Dang, hit him up with that fibbing. What a fibster. Order. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Ooh. Feel like these first 2 aren't it, and it's maybe this third one. Ooh, he has a grudge against Max. He didn't say anything about having a grudge against Max, just one against Regina. Acker was probably not dreaming. So... Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. How can you accuse someone as defense? How does that work in law? I don't think it does. On this occasion. Accuse Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. It's quite the claim. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. Ha ha ha. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Oh, really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. Hey. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary. He's also somehow managing to summon birds into the courtroom. How does he do it? So majestic. Oh. That's pretty funny. He is staying rather calm and collected as his bird pecks on my forehead. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? To the accusation made against you? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? I'll just let the wheelchair speak for myself. Everyone take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things? See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Dang, the crowd really getting into this one. Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The crowd is calling you a poopy head. You are clearly a poopy head. It stands as evidence in court that you are a poopy head. If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? I feel like he did. Somebody had to have helped him along. I think so. I'm gonna save real quick. I don't want to use the guide. I do actually want to, now that I've got my bearings back in this case, after a few hours break, I do want to make sure, or, well, I do want to do this on my own. So, I think he did, right? I feel like that's the only way, because the main crux of the problem, or the main crux of this testimony, this case, I should say, is that our murderer managed to kill our man, Russell Berry, without leaving any traces. So, or like no traces of footsteps in the snow, which means the only way he could have done that is by theoretically swooping down like the Batman, or like Batman, and killing our dude on top of the box and then swooping back up somehow. So, and the only way to do that, if we're accusing this person who has no use of their legs at the moment, I think the only way is that, yes, he did in fact have an accomplice. It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say. Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. Oh, what? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Gulp. Very well, let's continue. Who, perchance, would happen to be Acro's accomplice? Oh, God. It might have been the monkey. It could be the monkey. The monkey is the one that, like, takes stuff. Takes shiny things. So, I guess it wouldn't be that much of a stretch to say that it also places things. It also belongs to Acro. But just from this list of suspects, obviously not Maya or Max. Could have been Ben? I don't think so. He's kind of been relevant, or irrelevant ever since that, ever since his testimony, so. Not Gumshoe, not Von Karma. Could have been Regina. Also, the fact that she's 16 is weird, and then these folk that are hitting on her well above her age. Kind of weird. Anyways, not the victim himself, obviously. It could be Mo. I don't know why Mo would have a reason to. Like, he understands he's out of the race for, I don't know, Regina's heart or whatever. Well, I'm just trying to think, like, through, like, motives. I don't think he has a reason for revenge or for love. Crime of passion, as they would say. I think it's gotta be the monkey, right? Oh, God, here we go. You don't say. Uh-oh. This is suddenly looking very, very bad. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? Oh, did you hear that? Hear what? The sound of you getting caught in your own trap. What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation? Yes, Mr. Wright. The basics of law. You have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice? Oh, God. Oh, God. What is this again? What happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Ah. Okay. Okay, so this makes a lot more sense now. To the murderer. Yeah, I feel like now that we have the complete context of this, if Acro sent it, then this would read that Mr. Russell Berry was the murderer of Leon, and in a more metaphorical sense, the murderer of Bat, who is Acro's cousin, or brother, younger brother. So that makes sense. I feel like we might have to then this note is very important. I don't know if it's relevant right now. Have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice? No, Your Honor. No, I really don't. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Wooden box boasts a small but strong lock. Pepper. Photo of Max's award ceremony. Note. Maybe this note. I feel like that's. Oh god. But how do we prove that Monkey was there? Monkey who takes care of Acro habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Oh my god. What actually is... I'm scratching my chin at this. Alright, let's try the note. Might as well. We have it saved, so... if not, I can just always go back. So let's present! Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You suck. This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power. You didn't miss that sound, did you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty! No, I don't know what you're talking about, because I am all the way back here. Did Acro have an accomplice? Oh, we're back here. Okay, well, we'll just very quickly. You don't say. Not good, not good. Don't tell me I'm thinking you're getting off so easily. Falling onto your own trap, Acro. Your Honor. Continue this, who would be Acro's accomplice? It's gotta be Monkey, right? That's what I'm thinking anyways. Present. Say that. You don't say. I feel like this is... Oh no, I feel like I'm gonna have to like cheat just a little bit. Or actually just go the other way and say Acro didn't have an accomplice? Mr. Wright. Oh god. Broken bottle. That. Max G bust. Oh, wait. What if this was lifted from the scene of the crime? That's weird. What a weird thought. I'll come back to that, though. Maybe, actually, yeah, maybe Monkey somehow pulled the bust up somehow. Because it is made in Max's image, and if we're having a problem where everyone thought it was Max, and it looked like Max with all the Max accessories, and then we have this bust here that has all of his accessories, except for the, I guess you can't see the rose on it, but, you know, whatever. Maybe this was it? Present? Mr. Wright? Maybe Monkey pulled up the bust? Probably not, though. Oh... We've fallen into our own trap. Alright, alright, alright. Load from right here. Did Acro have an accomplice? Let's see what happens if we just say no. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. Ah. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed the murder all by himself. Order. What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Wow, and we will keep them on their toes next time on Hooky Hour, on Toki Hour. More toes to come. More toes will be kept upon. Until then, see ya later, bye!